Hi, are you lonely?
So in this current moment, I don't feel that I'm lonely since I'm currently surrounded with three of my amazing friends.
Uh-huh.
But there is moments in life where I do feel that I'm lonely.
Uh-huh.
It could be due to a mental prison, due to a past experience, or something that I'm currently going through.
Uh-huh.
I do believe that it's really important to reach out to anybody that's near you
Uh-huh.
in order to feel less lonely.
True.
Whether it's through the internet or maybe people around you. So for example, if you go to school,
Yes.
go to somebody, talk to them. Maybe you
Ye-
can create a good connection. If you go to a coffee shop and you see somebody that you really like, go talk to them. It's totally fine.
Love,
I do
love,
believe
love.
that social anxiety takes a lot to overcome.
Uh-huh.
You're not able to get out of your comfort zone if you don't get up and move.
Yes.
My suggestion is, if you do feel lonely, it is only temporary, but you do have the chance to move past that.
Yes. You are the person can change it, right? Yes. How about you?
I think sometimes there's moments where I'm lonely,
Uh-huh.
but it can even be when I'm not really alone. I could be surrounded by people and still feel like outside.
Because you're not connected with them.
Exactly.
Yes.
So for that reason, I'd say it really varies, especially on me personally, because other people can, be consistent.
Yes.
But me personally, my energy can flow, and
Yes.
so yeah, it's different. It's difficult to handle, but when you're with people that you really care about,
Yes.
it makes it easier.
So it's really not about quantity, it's about quality, the people you can connect with, not the number of people you have,
Exactly.
Yes, you're right, you're right. How about you?
Yeah, I'm lonely.
You're lonely? Tell me more.
I guess I've always been lonely.
Uh-huh.
I guess the only really real solution for that is to be okay with it. I try to go out by myself a lot.
Uh-huh.
Try to do things on my own. It freaks people out.
Oh, no. Actually, in New York, is the best city
Yeah.
to do that because we are very focused on individuality. So you will see a lot of people like solo dining, solo travel.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's very common in New York actually.
I
Yeah.
guess the best thing to do for that is just to be okay with being lonely. And just be okay with being alone. Sometimes when you're confident in being alone, it gets you farther in things.
True. And sometimes being alone is really not meaning lonely. Yeah, it's two different things. So how about you?
Right now, currently, no. But
Uh-huh.
most of the times back where I live,
Uh-huh.
me,
Uh-huh.
I'm really lonely.
Oh.
When I'm home with my family,
Uh-huh.
it's always about, personally, it's always about connection with people.
Uh-huh.
That's why I usually feel lonely with my family. But I do, sometimes when I do go out by myself, and I still feel lonely, but I've come to accept that it's okay to be lonely. It's not the scariest thing in the world. It's not the end of the world to just go out and be like, wow, I don't have anybody, but that's okay because all I have is myself. Because
Self-love is important. Yeah.
the only thing I will ever have in my life is me.
Yes, yes, and embracing loneliness sometimes is not a bad thing. Artists or musician can embrace loneliness to write a song. Sometimes you can produce the best thing when you feel lonely. So just don't feel like as you say, not the worst. You can change the situation. So what you guys do? First of all, I want to know where you guys from.
Miami,
Miami.
Florida.
Oh, nice! A very sunny place. So, what you guys do? Like, if you feel lonely, like, you have any suggestion to what to do?
I try to be easy on myself.
Easy.
Yeah, I try to go out every now and then. Like I try to do things by myself. Like I said, I over there it kind of freaks people out because a lot of times it's very communal. Like you have to do things with another person at least.
Yes,
At
yes.
least over there, it's very common where people just don't want to do things alone. I guess it's the difference of like a lot of things between here and there.
Yes.
I think it's that I just try to be okay with it. I do things by myself. I throw myself out there even if I don't like it.
Sometimes they say if the environment doesn't fit you, you might can just change another environment. Like yeah, because sometimes it's not you. Sometimes it's not a good fit. The environment is not a good fit for you. Maybe you can consider change another environment. Okay, yeah, that's so. Compared to Florida, you think New York City is lonelier or opposite?
Honestly, relatively pretty similar.
Say again. I'm sorry.
Relatively similar.
Similar,
Miami is also
relatively.
a place where the city is never quiet. Everything is constantly going, whether it's people to the city working together.
Uh-huh.
I have noticed that there's a lot of people that are kind of in their own bubble.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Compared to Miami, I think people are a lot more friendly.
Oh, okay. We are busier. Yeah, forgive us. We are busier.
I think what it is that people are more social here.
In here, social. Yeah.
In Miami, people are like, no, like screw you, get out of my way. But here, people are like willing to like, if you ask them a question, to like sometimes it's give or take, but like sometimes they're willing to be like, okay, let me answer this, or like, oh, here, that's that. But here, a lot more people are social, which I think
Oh,
in Miami,
okay.
it's less social.
Oh.
But it's because we have a decent combination. Because we do have, I know you're familiar with this word implants. Believe it or not, we have a lot of New Yorkers in Miami. They come to
Oh.
Miami thinking that it's going to be the complete opposite.
Uh-huh.
But it's the same thing, but now you have to own a car.
Yeah.
And
I
they
think it's
hate
because
it.
of a pandemic, right? They feel more rooms and no more space, so they moved
What
to
ends
Florida.
up happening, and it's actually kind of sad, honestly.
Uh-huh.
A lot of New Yorkers,
Uh-huh.
I'm not saying all of them, because there's different cases. A lot of times, I have a few coworkers who are working there, and they just decided to move there because they thought it would be a better opportunity after the pandemic.
Right.
But in a lot of the cases were that they came to Miami with a mobile job,
Uh-huh.
during the pandemic with a
Uh-huh.
job online,
Uh-huh.
and they kind of, I hate to say it, but they kind of like messed up our economy a bit. They really did. Like rent
Oh.
skyrocketed after 2020 because of them.
Oh, yeah.
And, because there was
The house prices went up since then, yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Like, for example,
Supply, demand, you know,
I
yeah.
live with my family, and we pay around like I want to say $22,000
Uh-huh,
for an apartment
uh-huh,
in North Miami. I want to say.
uh-huh.
And originally that can get you, I remember when I was back in I may be wrong, 2010 when I was younger,
Uh-huh.
you can get a house in that same rental price.
Oh,
A
okay.
really nice house.
Oh,
And now because of, and I'm not saying that they're the main cause of it, there's multiple factors, but it's very
right.
difficult now.
Yeah, I think a lot of places the house
Yeah,
price went up because
everywhere is terrible.
yeah, after
Everywhere's
pandemic,
terrible.
yeah,
But
people
Miami
moved there.
has gotten really, really bad because before it used to be super kind of affordable to live, now it's pretty difficult. A lot of people are
Yeah.
having to like get up and leave and move to different places because of it.
But also, I actually think it's also inflation, you know, not only
Inflation doesn't help out all.
yeah. So so how about you? You think Miami is lonelier, or you think New York is lonelier?
I honestly think that New York is a little bit less lonely because
Uh-huh.
everyone lives so close together. It's such a congested city.
Uh-huh.
In Miami, it takes a long time to get to places. Like
Yeah.
an hour, 30 minutes just to go eat lunch somewhere.
Bare minimum
Yeah.
is always, bare minimum is always 20.
Yeah.
And I think over there, though, the one difference is that family is way closer knit and more important because, like Katie said,
Uh-huh.
people are very used to their circle.
Uh-huh.
They're used to the people around them, so they want to keep doing that instead of going looking for new people. But over here, everyone's like very friendly to you, very social, and sometimes they just don't want to be bothered. So it's
Yes. So yeah, we have the both world, you know. But here it's really more focused on individuality instead of like a community, you know. Yeah. How about you? You have something to add? The comparison between Florida and New York?
I would say the same.
Uh-huh.
I feel like Miami is a bit more lonelier.
Uh-huh.
Mostly because, like you said, it's very Miami's more open
Uh-huh.
rather than New York was congested.
Uh-huh.
Where you know you go to the subway.
Uh-huh.
There's like 50 people waiting.
Right.
Or the bus stop.
Uh-huh.
20 people waiting for the bus stop. You're at a museum. There's a line for people going to the museum.
Right.
The most popular museum in Miami right now
Uh-huh.
only has like a group of like 50 a day.
Yes.
I always found that, you know, just appreciating the faces around other people does bring more, like, you know, like you're not alone. You see other people's faces, like, you know, there's someone here with a story, with a life other than mine, you know, to
Yes.
experience something that I enjoy, which is going out to the museum.
Yes.
So here in New York, seeing just so many faces, seeing people who just live here, you know, getting out of work, you know, texting on their phones, on a phone call, talking to their friends, it's like, you know, that's something that I appreciate. I appreciate seeing people living their lives. even if they're not the richest person in the world.
Yes, yes. Yeah, the sky is the limit, okay? You guys open your mental door. We'll have a lot of opportunity and meet a lot of interesting people, okay? Don't let the loneliness like stop you from doing anything in your life, okay? All right, and then enjoy your remaining time in New York City, okay? And give me all your names if you can.
My name is Leslie.
Uh-huh.
My name's Katie.
And you? And you? Thank you so much. Have a nice evening, okay? Bye-bye.